Camera's rolling.
Hi everyone, I'm really happy to be here, a little nervous, but I'm excited. So I want to begin this by asking you guys a question to hold on for the majority of this speech. What would you guys say makes a mother? Would you say it just happens to be a woman that puts a house over your head, puts food on the table? Is it a birth giver, you know, someone that is by blood, your kin, or is it something more? Personally, I believe it to be someone that can completely change your future and can shape how you face the world before you. And so that is who I will be speaking on, and I will be telling you all how my mother, Kelly Jennings, has changed me for the better from my early life to here I am now, from showing me love, perseverance, and belief, and just what I like to call the gift of being stubborn. So, very early on in my life, I struggled with my father. We went to him in the summer, and I stayed here with my mother during the year for school, and things were difficult. He was aggressive, he was abusive, he was manipulative, and needless to say, my mother was not a fan of him. And in light of all that, a few years ago, I was scared to give him another chance, and I wasn't sure what to do. And that is when my mother one day sat me down and she said to me, no matter what you do, no matter the choice you make, it does not matter to me, because I will always love you. And that was something that just loomed over me for most of my life, because it seemed almost impossible that I would always be capable of being loved. But to her credit, she did. She held true to that in everything she did. In the paper job where she would get up at 3 in the morning and stack newspapers in her car up to her shoulders as she'd drive out and throw them in pitch black, not even being able to see, and then be back by 9 to take care of us and see how we're doing in the day, get us ready for school, and deal with all the trouble of a bunch of co-workers that were harsh and didn't respect her, and just how much you went through, just how much you pushed through every day just to make sure that we were happy, that she made sure that we knew at the end of the day that she loved us. And it was this perseverance, this tenacity, this love that got her to eventually inspire me, and this is how she helped me with my college and to get to where I am now. Because not long before this semester, not long before this summer session, I was failing classes. I had probably C's at the highest. I completely flunked my humanities class, and I felt like just everything was against me. I felt like the world was my enemy. I felt like no matter where I turned, there was someone that was going to just think I couldn't do it. And for a short while, that included my mother, until eventually a conversation spiraled into an argument, and once again she threw something at me that just threw me for a loop. And after all this time where I thought she was angry or she hated me, she said, I am upset with you because I know that you can do better. She wasn't angry because I wasn't doing well. She wasn't sad because I was just not trying to fix things. She was mourning because she knew that I was capable of more than I was allowing myself to think. And from that, she still pushed me, and I realized with that little bit of clarity that conversation gave me, that in a world where everything was closing in, that I could turn around and I could still see her behind me, that I could still see her shoving me, that I could still see her just winding up to kick me and keep going. And that is what leads me to probably my favorite and most beloved trait of my mother, that I very happily like to think I have, and that is that she is probably the most stubborn woman I know. I'm going to look at the camera real quick and I'm going to tell you, Mom, because I know you're going to watch this. This is meant as a compliment. I love you. But in my own personal definition, being stubborn is not being unable to change. It's not accepting something. It's not backing down when something is just in your way. With an entire workplace that put her down, that stacked work on work on work on her, and everything she had to deal with, the fact that I could still, now being able and old enough to understand what she went through, now that I could see how much she went through and how much she just stubbornly pushed forward just because she wasn't going to let someone's words get to her, because she wasn't going to let some random person put her down and stop her from what she wanted to do. To be able to see that and witness it as a stubbornness, as a perseverance that is honestly, by all means, contagious. To see how she inspires everybody around her to get angry, to push forward, and not just lay there and take everything. It was honestly amazing, and it's what has now gotten me to the end of my college career with my associates in sight, and the hope of being a teacher still just in my heart. And it's just amazing to see, going from someone so young to think maybe I couldn't always be loved, to seeing how she's always there for me, to seeing how she can just push me to continue to just be stubborn and not accept things as the way they are. And it just makes me hope that one day, when this is all over, when I have my teaching certificate, when I am a parent or a father, that I can look at the children that I teach, that I can look at the children that I have, and that I can show them even half of the love that this belovedly hard-headed woman has shown me in the past 20 years, because that is, by all accounts, the amazing, the one and only Kelly Chavanaugh Jennings.